What's up guys, Ownedbytamater here, and on this video today, it's going to be split up into two different videos because the video was actually like, I think 12.5 minutes long maybe, and I couldn't really figure out which part I should fast forward and without taking away some of the kills I was getting, because I stayed on their spawn most of this match just because it's a really small map, and so it's bound to be high intensity, just running and gunning. So basically on the start of this, we start off on offense, which tends to be a little bit harder than defending if you're going up against an organized team. But I usually, right whenever I get into a game, I usually just go for kills, because I'm used to playing with a pretty good team, and that team being able to get the objective done pretty quick. And if I'm kill whoring on the spawn, it makes it really easy for my team. But not in this case. I think my team was trying for the most part to get it, but I think they just kept getting capped off just because it's such a small map, and if you take out like 3 of them, then they're going to be spawning towards at least one of the bombs. So it can make it a little bit difficult to get the bombs planted and defended if they're using noob tubes and a decent shot. But today I'm using the AK. This is from a few weeks back. This was whenever I hadn't been using the TAR very much, and every time I hit level 70, I usually use the AK just for that whole level. At 67, I usually mess around with the models until 70, and then at 70, I just use the AK until I prestige. I've been wondering, for any of you guys that have Xboxes that watch my videos, how do you think the connection compares? It's even better if you have both an Xbox and a PlayStation. How does the connection compare to the PlayStation? Because some say that it's a lot better, and then some say that it's basically just the same, but you're having to pay for it. And I was kind of wondering if it's really that much better, and if it's really worth paying for the monthly the monthly cost of it. Before I go into my little story, I want to say that the end of this first round is really close and pretty intense. So just keep an eye out for that as I'm telling my story, because I don't think I'm gonna stop and be like, oh yeah, and watch this. Just a heads up. So this weekend I skipped school Friday, and me and my parents went down to, or actually went up to where I used to live in Oklahoma, to visit some of my family and some of my friends. And Friday I got Tater like halfway through school, and we kind of just chilled. But Saturday, me, my sister, and my dad, we were going to see my nan. And my nan is my dad's mom, and she lives kind of out in she lives out in the country, and my family owns some land out there, and we had a pond built, like a natural pond, that has a bridge leading to a little tiny island in the middle of the pond, just to kind of, I don't know, look nice and everything. And we have catfish in there that we have fish food for, and we feed them. So me, my sister, and my dad, we all recently got iPhones. Well, my dad's had his for a long time, but me and my sister, we just got iPhones like 2 weeks ago, maybe. It hadn't been that long, and so me and my sister both have our iPhones in our hands, and we're on the bridge. We're walking out there, and my sister's stepping on like each of the little like metal pieces that would be a little bit stronger, and I'm just walking across wherever, and I'm jumping, and it's just because I know it kind of bugs her a little bit. Not that bad, but it bugs her, and she doesn't like it. So I was bouncing, just messing around, and she turns around and hits me and tells me to stop. And whenever this happens, her iPhone flies out of her hand and lands in the pond and sinks. I'm a very cheap person, and I don't like spending money just like on a whim, just like going out and buying something that I'm not going to use very much. I like knowing that I'm going to be able to use what I get for a long time, and I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. Not just, I don't know. I don't even really go out and buy like fast food or anything just because I don't like having to spend my own money. I figure I have food at home that I can eat. So I felt really bad. It dropped in the pond. We've had it 2 weeks. It was the $200 model, and not even 2 weeks, and it's dropped in the pond. So we can still get the insurance from Best Buy for it, but to do that, we actually have to go and get the phone. We actually have to have the phone. This will be continued on part 2.